Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my farm to table pumpkin bread. So, what I have as far as ingredients are 2 eggs, which I've already beat. To that, I will add a 1/4 cup of milk. I will add the star of the show, which is pumpkin puree. That is 1.5 cups of strained, that's been strained overnight, pumpkin puree. Let's give that a quick mix. Apologize for the audio. My microphone is broken. I have 8 tablespoons melted butter. To that, I'm going to add my 1/4 cup of raisins. I reconstituted them this morning in some hot water, so they plumped up a little bit. So that's getting added. You don't have to add raisins if you don't like raisins. I like raisins. I would have used it in my zucchini bread the other day that I made, but I just didn't have them. Now, let's get to the spicing. The spicing is 1.25 cups of sugar. You can use brown sugar, you can use white sugar. I just had some white sugar. I'm running low on my brown sugar. I have 2 teaspoons cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon of ginger, 1/4 teaspoon of allspice, 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. It calls for a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, but my butter was salted, so I did not want to oversalt the dish, the bread. So let's just mix this up really well. And I'm going to add this. Make sure everything's combined really well. Now, I'm going to add that to the wet ingredients. And that is looking really good. I'm just going to use the whisk this morning, and I'm going to fold the flour mixture in with my spatula. I'm not going to use the big KitchenAid mixer, and I'm not going to use the electric mixer with the paddles. In here is 1.75 cup. I just use all-purpose flour. You want to use bread flour, use bread flour. You want to use cake flour. Just understand everyone can act a little bit different while baking. That's why I just use all-purpose. In there is 1 teaspoon of baking soda. So now I'm going to begin by just adding my dry ingredients. Usually I'd go 1/2 and 1/2, but since this is a pretty wet mixture, I'm just going to fold it in 1/2 and 1/2. I'll do 1/2 for the flour mixture now and 1/2 in a moment. It smells really good in here. I mean, it literally smells like a pumpkin pie going together. I have preheated my oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. One other note. I am not going to cook this in a bread loaf pan. I'm not cooking this in a 5x9. About 2 years ago, I switched it up. I have an old 9x9 cake tin that I've had for many years. And I thought, you know, every time I do a quick bread, I do an applesauce bread, I do a pumpkin bread, banana bread, whatever, I find that you cook it for 45 minutes to 15 minutes at 350 in a bread pan. And what happens is it dries out some of the bread, and I don't like that. So what I do is butter my 9x9, and I put my parchment sleeve in. It's a little sling, so when it's done, I don't have to worry about it sticking to the bottom and losing half of it on the bottom. It's already buttered underneath. I can just lift the sling out and put it on a cooling rack. Done. So let's do this. Let's get this into the pool here. All the ingredients are well combined. I didn't overmix. I'm not adding any toppings. I don't use any pecans or walnuts. We're just not big on those in this family. So we like them plain. We don't like them in desserts. You want to add walnuts or pecans or some other nut, go ahead. Okay. So what you'll see is now it's a 9x9. So the cake itself, the bread itself is now thinner. It'll rise a little bit, but it'll cook in 2/3 the time. So let's put her in the oven, and about a half an hour, it should be ready to go. We'll see you then. There we have it, everybody. 350 degrees, took 35 minutes. It's done. I've checked it with a toothpick. It is cooked all the way through. I'll put the recipe in the description. I will do a taste test later on a live. And if you wanted, you could do a spiced cream cheese frosting for this. I'm not going to do that because this is my initial pumpkin puree pumpkin bread. So I want to make sure I like the flavoring before I spend any more time putting any kind of frosting on it. And then if I like it, then next time I will do a spiced frosting. I've let it cool for a few minutes. Now I am going to move it to a different rack. This should just pull right out. And that is why you use a parchment paper sling. Edges have browned up nice.